Alright Marras, welcome to another episode of TML Craft Designs. So the NFL season is just around the corner, so I decided to do a Littlebodz of a legend from my favourite team, the New York Football Giants. And the legendary player is Carl Banks. Carl played in the NFL from 1984 to 1995. In college he played for the Michigan State Spartans and he was drafted 3rd overall in the first round of the 1984 draft by the New York Giants. So this is the early stage of the Littlebodz, and it's just me feeling out basically all the proportions and where everything's going to go. So Carl played for the New York Giants from 1984 to 1992, the Washington Redskins in 1993, and the Cleveland Browns in 1994 to 1995. So the face is done now, so I'm moving on to the body and uniform. As you can gather from the name Littlebodz, these drawings have big heads, little bodies, and my last name is Little. I don't want to blow my own trumpet and say I'm a marketing genius, but it is what it is. So now I can start going over the pencil drawing with black liner pens. This is where I add the real detail to a picture and makes it pop out with my own cartoony signature style. So, some of Carl's stats from his legendary career: 149 solo tackles, 39.5 sacks, 1 forced fumble, 3 interceptions, and 1 touchdown. Get up there, Carl, lad. He gained 2 Super Bowl championship rings, both of which came with the New York Football Giants. So that's most of the face and hair follicles done. Can now move on to doing a more detailed look at the uniform. I really like the old 80s jersey, it looks really cool. And I always enjoy when they wear it for throwback games nowadays. And now it's time to start adding in the colour. So I use Copic markers for the colour sections, and for the most part they're perfect for what I need to do, and they bleed in quite well and they flow quite nicely. Sometimes however this causes it to run a little, which is pretty unavoidable, but it is very frustrating when it happens. It does happen a couple of times during this picture's process, as I'll show you in a moment. So using a nice grey Copic marker here, it adds a bit of depth, makes those white pants pop out. So I'm on colouring in the skin tone at the moment. Now, understandably, you'll maybe be thinking, well, Carl's not orange or peach looking. But what I'm doing is I'm putting a base layer that I'm going to go over the top of, and it will make the skin tone of the finished piece look a lot better. So moving forward to present day, Carl Banks is president of G3 Sports and has revived the starter jacket brand. They do jackets for teams right across the NFL and other sports, and they look really cool. Of course, I'm slightly biased, I think the Giants ones look the coolest. On top of that, He does a podcast with iconic voice of the Giants, Bob Popper, called Believe in Giants, which I always enjoy listening to. And you can also see him on Twitter, or X as it's now known, shutting down and winding up negative takes from disgruntled fans. Now, in some cases, they have a right to be disgruntled, but I still find it funny to see. So as you'll see, I'm using a darker shade of brown here just to highlight and add some depth to the tones. His skin. Now, usually for these Littlebodz, I just do like a shadow beneath the feet, but with it being an NFL player, I've added some grass. Just adding some extra details with the black there. Getting into the final stages now. A few more little details, thicken that goatee up. Fill these small, just little lines here and there, just bring the picture out a bit more. And there's that shadow by the feet. Finishing up with a little white highlighter pen, and just using that to fix one of the areas where the copied marker bled in a bit too much into the eye. So that's us about finished. I'll just add my signature. There we go, TML. I hope you enjoyed my video. Please click like and subscribe. Until next time, enjoy drawing, be excellent, and oh yeah, go Giants.